Greetings, I'm Elliot Wise. First and foremost, a father and a husband and an avid entrepreneur that started a web design company at the age of 13, which transitioned into an e-commerce business that made me my first million by the time I was 19 selling lighting. I've since got into real estate, aesthetics, marketing agencies, and many other businesses that made me in excess of 8 figures. But more recently, I've gone all in on artificial intelligence. And this channel is to show you how I'm using it in my life and in my businesses, how I'm helping others use it, and hopefully provide a tremendous amount of value so that you can too. Every day is a good day. So without further ado, today I'm going to go over the AI funnel that has made me $127,000 in the past 8 days. A huge part of this YouTube channel is to actually show you what I'm doing and give a step-by-step strategy of how to implement it. Because I see a lot of YouTube channels and a lot of content. I've been guilty of this in the past where there's a lot of breadth of information, but there's not much depth. And you finish a video not knowing how to actually take the information forward. And today I'm going to go through the behind the scenes of a system that I engineered that has made $127,000 just over in 8 days. And it's completely transformed the way we generate leads, qualify prospects, and close business. And just by the way, for people that aren't necessarily marketing savvy in terms of the terminology we use, leads are prospects, potential customers, and closing business basically means collecting cash. This system has increased our revenue, our cash collected, lowered our acquisition cost or the cost of acquiring a new customer, and increased our return on ad spend, which is basically our returns that we get from paid advertising. It's given us a repeatable model, which is really important, that we can deploy in any business and in any industry. And what's interesting about this is it doesn't rely on aggressive advertising. It doesn't rely on hyping from influencers or big names or just false news. It doesn't rely on long form webinars, which by the way, for those that don't know, it's those long masterminds where people come on and you have to talk to one-to-many people and answer questions. It doesn't rely on sales teams, which as we know, have high burnout rates, high churn rates, they're difficult to train, difficult to keep motivated, and it doesn't require hammering phones for hours and hours and hours. It relies on one core idea. If you build a diagnostic that reveals people's pain with undeniable clarity, they will chase you, not the other way around. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the AI audit funnel that I built, how it works, the pages behind it, the psychology behind it, the backend system, the Wise AI automations, which is our software, and why this might be the highest converting funnel most people will ever use, especially at this period of time. I'm going to show you how any business, trades, corporate services, agencies, consultants, e-com, even offline companies, which is profound, can use this exact structure to explode their lead flow or the potential client flow. It's not complicated, by the way. It isn't super technical. It's a very smart way to attract the right people. So let me show you how it works. Section number 1, the architecture of the audit funnel. So the concept is simple. People love personalized answers. People love to know how they're doing compared to others. People love a score. And most importantly, people trust insights they believe will personalize for them. This is just basic marketing 101, which I've understood from all of the businesses that have come together. And by the way, quickly as a tangent, when you're doing any form of AI at this point, you can't just make the assumption that just because you're using AI, it's going to give you amazing outputs. The quality of the outputs are predicated by the quality of the inputs. So the reason I'm able to do this, and this is why this channel is really important, is based on all of my knowledge up until this point as an entrepreneur, as a marketer, as a business owner, as someone that's acquiring businesses and constantly in this world, I can put in great inputs for great outputs and then share it with you. And as I said, I built this audit that diagnoses a business's vulnerability to AI, which is a huge point right now because within the next few years, lots of businesses will be going out of business and lots will become very successful. Lots of people will be going out of job. Lots of people will be replaced by people that know how to integrate it. So it's a smart questionnaire that asks specific questions, analyzes the answers for them, produces a detailed report, gives scores across several categories, and delivers a personalized PDF. That's what we created. Now here's where the real magic happens. I didn't just ask random questions. I engineered the audit around 4 critical risk zones most businesses ignore: scalability, operations efficiency, sales consistency, automation readiness, and each section had a series of questions, practical ones that any business owner could answer easily. And what the system delivered was a vulnerability score, insights on where their business is exposed, the risks of not fixing those issues, the opportunities AI can unlock for them, and actionable steps they could take immediately. So what I'm doing is actually providing a ton of value, by the way, so that not only just getting personalized answers, I'm actually making sure that it's packed full of value, so it's really going to help them. The moment someone sees a graph showing them in the red zone on an operations or scalability perspective, you don't need to sell anything. They see it, they feel it, they want to fix it. Because what you've also provided with all of the value and explanations and the steps is someone that actually knows what they're doing. This creates immediate authority. It also creates emotional investment because they've participated in the diagnosis. They've had buy-in. So let me move on to the system behind it. Section number 2, the landing page, experience, and results page. So I built a landing page that was built around one core idea. Let's test how vulnerable your business is to AI disruption or AI-enabled competitors. Simple, direct, playful, slightly uncomfortable, but in a good way. And on the landing page, I made 2 things clear. It takes less than a few minutes. The output is personalized and actionable. There's no fluff, no long paragraphs, no jargon. Once they completed the audit, they land on the results page. So time to value is very, very short. And this is where 90% of the conversion happens. Because this page showed their scores, a breakdown of their strengths and weaknesses, simple graphs, a vulnerability color scale, quick, valuable wins they can implement. So you're giving them something, and clear next steps, which was to speak to us if they needed help. And I'm being genuine, by the way, with all of this. I only offer things that I know can help business owners. The reason I do these reports and the reason I'm doing AI in general is because I know just how profound it's been for me and my profitability. And I'm creating software and helping people integrate it and helping people with free value because they just have to trust it by seeing it. So quick side note again, if someone believes you and they trust you 100%, when you tell them I can charge you 20, 30,000 and I can save you 100,000 a year and all the headache, they will pay for your service because they see the return on that investment, as any good entrepreneur does. Now, there's just so many people out there promising snake oil, which doesn't exist. So what I'm doing is showing behind the scenes, I'm giving people reports, I'm showing them what they can do, I'm analyzing their business, and if they want to look at next steps, we can have a conversation to see if they're a good fit for us. I don't work with everybody, but at least then they're walking away with some value and they can actually see how this might actually really help them. And that's what I would advise anyone watching this to do right now, is actually give value. Be authentic, be genuine, help, because that's where people actually, especially good business owners, will really actually warm to you and be much more likely to take a call with you and actually talk about next steps. And like I said, this is why after the audit, after all the value's been given, after the steps, we then have, and this is crucial, a call to action to book a consultation with us based on their results. And this won't be a generic pitch. I also don't want my sales team picking up the phone to somebody and we have no clue who they are. We're professionals. So this is a shift from generic marketing to personalized insights that makes the conversation effortless. People don't think, do I want to call? They think, can you help me fix the areas I scored low in? And then we send a PDF that lands in their inbox, which keeps giving value and which is more in depth long after they've closed the page. And that's the front end. So once again, we've given value, we've helped, I've shown that we know what we're talking about. They understand that those flaws are in their business, and then they can have a conversation to see if we have the capacity to work with them or they'd be a good fit. That's literally how it works. Genuine upfront, and if you are good at what you do and people see that, and you actually offer value, because this is where most people go wrong, is they don't actually have something of value. That's why they have to sell snake oil, because actually they're not selling anything that anyone needs. When you're selling something that people need, when you're cutting costs, you're reducing the amount of labor that's required, you're increasing margins, you're making their time more available so they have more time with their families. It's a no-brainer. So let me show you the part most people won't ever see. Section number 3, the back-end system that turns this into an absolute machine. So once someone finishes the audit, here's what happens. Every answer, every score, every data point, every behavior, every income bracket, every contact detail gets automatically added into our CRM. Effectively, for those that don't know what CRM is, it's like a digital filing cabinet where we store all of the details of everyone that's been through and everything about them. We never forget, it's all stored, so we've got all that detail. And this is where Wise AI, our sales agents, come in. Because every person who completes the audit enters a multi-channel sequence. And what does a multi-channel mean? It basically means it works across different channels: SMS, WhatsApp, email, phone, literal phone, Instagram, TikTok, which is what we've developed because there are very few, if any, good multi-channel agents and sequences like that that are intelligent, human-like, timely, relevant, and consistent. So here's how we produce the flow. And as I said, my team are bloody fantastic and they build all these out. I oversee the big oversights and this all gets integrated. So we had a 15-minute after completing the audit trigger. If they hadn't booked a call, our Wise AI agents reach out. And it's not with some pushy sales line, but it would be something subtle like, hey, this is Jessica from Wise Global. And we would send that on an SMS message, so they'd get a text. And then we'd say something like, we've just sent you a WhatsApp with your results. Because the agent's multi-channel, like I said, it can go between two, Jessica can send an SMS to say they've dropped you a WhatsApp. And once you've got them on WhatsApp, we know the conversion rate's high, so that's why we push them there. Then the Wise AI sends a WhatsApp message. We send an email We send a nudge if we don't hear back from them. And what we're doing is we're pulling from all of their actual scores. Basically, we don't have to craft the message. The AI will craft messages based on that information because it has that information on people. And by the way, just so people know, the difference between a bot, and there's lots of bots that do automated replies that you've pre-written, and an agentic agent, which is what Wise AI is the Wise AI can be agentic by what it means is it reasons. So it understands the context of what we're trying to get. We're trying to understand the customer, we're trying to get them to book in a call, we're trying to get them to see value using the information we've given it, and the AI does the rest. It creates very human, even more human than humans sometimes, conversations. The Wise AI, in this particular case, is not chasing them. Wise AI is continuing the conversation that they started. And because Wise AI has infinite memory across platforms, it knows whether they've opened their PDF yet. It knows whether they've viewed the results page again. It knows whether they've engaged with WhatsApp, and it adjusts its messaging accordingly. If they respond, Wise AI qualifies them. What's going on in your business? What areas are you looking to try and improve first? What's holding you back? And if they're a good fit, it books them in with our team because it can do that automatically. It will book into our calendar system with people that want to have a conversation. This system alone booked us an unbelievable surge of revenue, both organically and now more recently, we've been running paid ads to the audit. So let's talk specifics. So section number 4, the results, the part everyone wants to know. So I'll overlay here in this video some of the results that we got. So I know we did just over $127,000, give or take some change. I believe it was a 7% booking rate, and we were well over 60% in conversion rate, which is absolutely profound. And why, I'll quickly go into details of that. Why our booking rate and our conversion rate was so high is because we have the ability to, one, use the clever audit at the front. So the person's already bought in, we've already got lots of information on them, which is the most important part. We're then using AI to contact the leads specific to the problems that they have, which is the most important thing. We're not sending out random messages hoping that we might hit something that's actually they're dealing with. We can say and structure messages and give guidance and help and value without having to be salesy, because as any good business owner does, as humans, we're pretty good at BS detecting. If we know this person hasn't got value, it's very, very easy to sniff it. We say, look, this is what we can do. This is how we do it. This is exactly where this video is. I can even now use this video and show that to people as part of the AI messaging system so that they can see, oh, okay, I actually understand how this company operates, what we do, how we can add value. That's why the booking rate was so high, because we can give contextual, valuable information based on their personalized information that they've invested in and spent time going through and already had value from, by the way. So our cost per lead dropped, our call booking rate increased, our show-up rate increased drastically, which, as everyone knows, is the most important thing, because if you're not making offers, you're not making business. Close rate increased, amount of people that we collected cash from, and our revenue cash collected increased significantly. Like I said, we have a great service of value. We have a very good funnel, which is personalized. We have AI agents, and then a very, very simple closing mechanism of just showing people how we can solve their revenue, cost problems, and effectively everything that we've done for ourselves in their business. Simple. Our return on ad spend and just our return on time improved massively, because this isn't a funnel that relies on persuasion, it relies on truth. When someone sees there's a 37% on operations, or a 52% on scalability, or a 28% on automation readiness, and by the way, guys, if you don't understand these terms, these are just growth and automation efficiency and ability, they will take it seriously. Doesn't matter if they're a plumber, if they're an AI agency, if they're a venture capitalist firm, if they're a finance company, it doesn't matter. The numbers talk for themselves, the information speaks for itself, and that's why this works. Let's just talk about why this funnel specifically isn't just for us and how any business can use this. Section number 5. This is the part you should pay attention to if you run a business. An audit isn't just unique to AI. You can run a business diagnostic for trades, home recovery, vulnerability audit. By the way, I'm just going to rattle a few off here just so you can get your mind around this. So under the trades, you've got home renovation vulnerability audits, you've got solar efficiency audits, you've got boiler replacement audits, you've got electricity safety audits, you've got corporate services, under corporate services, HR compliance audits, finance efficiency audit, cybersecurity vulnerability audits, company culture scores. There's infinite way here, I'm just giving you some ideas. Agencies, marketing performance audit, funnel optimization audit, conversion scorecard, website health audit, for example, SEO audit, you name it. Consultants, leadership style assessment, business health check, team productivity score, scaling readiness assessment. The psychology is absolutely identical. You just need to change the questions and the value provided for the particular ICP, the particular customer that we're going for. All that people want to know is, where do I stand? Where am I exposed? How do I fix it? And if you're the one handing them the results, you become the obvious person to help them fix it. Truth, remember, not snake oil. This is why it works in any industry, because it's rooted in psychology and not just trends. Section number 6, why this works and the psychology behind it. And as I said, I want to make sure that I give you as much value as possible within this video so that you really understand why I do things and how you can apply it to yourself. So there are 4 reasons this funnel works at hell. People trust personalized insight more than general advice. If it feels tailored, it feels true. Number 2, people take action on scores. Humans are very emotional about numbers. Give someone a 42% efficiency score, they bloody feel it. And number 3, participation creates ownership. Because they answered all the questions, they're more invested. Number 4, wise AI continues the conversation on multi-channel as if it knows them well. Not in a creepy way, but in a community-driven human way, which is what makes it so powerful. And that's the system. Let me reiterate what we've done here. A personalized audit, a beautiful results page, a PDF, a CRM, which is your digital filing cabinet, wise AI following up all of your prospective customers, a booked call, whether that be from the original form or the AI itself, revenue. This is one of the most effective funnels we've ever engineered, which is why I wanted to share it. It's simple, it's smart, it's human, it's data-driven, and it's scalable. Now, if you want to take our Wise AI vulnerability audit, you can find the link in the description below. I think it's important you go through it, and if you see value in it as well, we can have a conversation about your business. This kind of structure is the future, and it's not because it's AI, but it's because it respects people's intelligence and gives them clarity. And on the final note, what I really just want to reiterate here is AI should be assisting humans do things at a higher quality, at higher output, at better costs. It's not some magic crazy pill yet. At the moment, it's a very powerful tool that can make you a tremendous amount of money. You can implement it to other businesses, you can implement it to your own. One last note, I get a ton of questions privately on YouTube, on other social media platforms. If you comment below any question you have about AI, then I will take the best comment below and I'll make sure that I include it in the next videos, frequently asked questions. Now, if you want more videos like this, please subscribe. And in the next video, I'll break down the systems we built for other businesses next week. Remember, every day is a good day.